lot of people talking about the Chiefs, the parade, the excitement that people were having for Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Andy Reid, Pacheco, all the Kansas City Chiefs faithful fans and organization were out there celebrating a good time and a good cause. Here's the biggest problem. A lot of people out there right now, and I'll pull these up so you guys can get an understanding of what we're talking about today. Shots fired at the Chiefs Super Bowl parade. So a lot of people now, obviously, you join these massive events. I'm someone who does not. All these things that happen, whether it's the Super Bowl or a concert or for a marathon, there's all these cool things going on. Everyone's like, hey, come to this concert, come to this arena. I've been to very few in my life. And the reasoning is because it starts off so wonderful, right? Everything starts off so great. People are excited. And good morning to all of you coming into the chat right now. Good morning, Tracy. Good morning, Brittany. Good morning, Brenda. Good morning, obviously, Howard. Good morning, everyone in here. Excited to have you today. But when you look at this right now, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce starting off excited about the parade. Really excited. Hey, we're so glad we did this. We won another Super Bowl, and Patrick Mahomes is like, let's do it again next year. We got young talent, people coming in, and then all of a sudden, right, you have all these great, phenomenal things happening. Howard, pull it up. And then you see what happens. Immediately, things change drastically, right? And I have a clip right now I'm going to pull up so you guys can see. Shots fired. There was 20 or so people injured, wounded, hospitalized, one killed. But here's the clip so you guys can see. Everything's going okay. People are walking around. They're playing, you got to fight for your right. This whole thing's going to party. And all of a sudden, some people hear stuff. What's that? Is it part of it? I don't know. People are still walking on this side because there's a massive movement of people. You hear the gun, shots, but they don't know what that was. Is it a part of the parade? Are they shooting cannons? Are they shooting guns? Are they doing fireworks? And all of a sudden, the camera crew and people are like, wait, what was that? And then some people are starting to scurry around a little bit. And then the other part of it, you'll see the camera here move in a second. It's like, whoa. What was that? Now people are running. Some people still don't understand what's going on yet. They're still confused as to what's going on yet, right? And thank you, Howard, putting on loop for us here so people can see this again. All of a sudden, the people start to catch on. It's like, whoa, what was that? And people are starting to look around. Wait, are people running? And you're going to see here again all of a sudden how this clip emerges. Walking around, hear some noise. I don't know what that is. Oh, one person. If I see people start running, I'm getting my family and I'm running, right? You see right here, the clip will pull up again. Here it goes. They hear it. Here they go. They're scurrying. They're running. Other people around there start running. This is what's even more disheartening, okay? So you have this massive parade. All these people are excited. Wow, I'm so focused right now on enjoying myself. My family is there. I love what's happening. You got your buddies that go to the games with you. You got Patrick Mahomes talking. You got Travis Kelce on the podium. They're showing the trophy. You got all this stuff going on. It's supposed to be an entertaining time, a good time for all the Chiefs faithful fans to get together, come out and support. Because I got to be honest with you, they're not in, sitting in a position where they're over in Miami or New York or Los Angeles with all this crazy, like Las Vegas, all these billboards on it. They're in Kansas City, right? Not much really going on, and they're bringing this trophy home to a state. And if you guys aren't confused like me, I said, oh yeah, Kansas City, Kansas. And someone said, oh, this was a couple years ago. I don't think you know what you're talking about. I'm like, Kansas City, Kansas. I don't know. You're in Kansas. Kansas City, Missouri. They're right next to each other. So they're connected. Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas City, Kansas. It is connected, okay? All these people are out there enjoying the time, and then someone leaves and is killed. Now, this woman here has kids. I pulled her up, cut her name out, just because you can obviously do your research and see what her name is. But she was killed in the incident. She was killed during the parade. And it's like, How, first off, who's the shooter? And I got a picture for you to pull up in a second. You can see the people involved, a shooter involved, but I have it here on the other reaction, Howard. So here's the story. Why would you even remotely go out at this point in time when you have people like this? And I'm not saying that, hey, we should say, hey, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna sacrifice our lives and we're not gonna do anything. We're not gonna go out because there's people like that. I'm just saying massive events, big crowds, big scales, different backgrounds, whether you're white, black, Hispanic, all the different cultures, different people rooting for different people. I like the Chiefs. I like the 49ers. Like, you don't know what the actual scope is, which it will come out. But it's disheartening because when you have a family and you want to go out and you want to do things, you want to enjoy all these good times, you have to have this in the back of your mind. You have to have this in the back of your mind. Like, my head is on a swivel, and that's why I don't do that. That's why I have barbecues. That's why I have get-togethers with people that I know. That's why I keep things to a little bit of a minimal. I used to go to New Year's Day parade, or the Macy's Day Parade and the Happy New Year situation up in New York City. It was amazing. During the Macy's Day Parade, you got all these massive, balloons flying by and this massive parade down Fifth Avenue. It's amazing. I loved it. But nowadays, you can't enjoy it. You're looking around like, who's that standing in that window? Who's that standing over there? Well, why is that guy standing like that? Well, he's looking at me weird. Like, all these things go through your mind as you get a little bit older. When you're in high school, you're in college, I'm watching a parade. After that, you young professional, you start looking around. Then you have families, right? You have kids. You got your wife standing there. Now you're more protective, and now you're like, okay, I really got to pay attention. And then all of a sudden, things like this happen. Things like this concerning clip and conversation, things that are going on. And then what do? When all these people are scurrying and running around, you go home at night and you count your blessings. Like, okay, I made it through this. I could have been one of those 20 or so, injured, wounded at the hospital. Or I could end up like this woman here, right? So the point is, you really can't stop this stuff. People are allowed to carry weapons, in certain places, and that's the point I want to get to. I hate that now what's going to happen is, and you could take this, for what you want to take it as, but this, another wounded here. You can take this for what you want, what I'm about to say, and don't take it to heart and don't get your feelings hurt, but this is my belief. Regardless if you're Democratic or Republican or whatever you may be, right? And I'm not knocking that. What I'm saying is, they'll say, we should get rid of guns. We shouldn't have guns. But here's the real story. When they get rid of guns, people that aren't supposed to have guns still get guns. So it doesn't make sense. Now, let this sink in. Let's not get anybody upset about this, a political conversation. If you're in the chat right now, good morning to you. Put in there, should they have guns or not? I want you to comment in there, should people be able to carry or not? But I'm going to explain this to you now. A lot of people will say, oh, get rid of them. You can't have those weapons anymore. You can't carry, you can't defend yourself, right? Here's the problem. If you can't, the people are still going to get those weapons and you're still going to have that problem because now you can't defend yourself and they still have them. The good people in our society and the good people in our world right now, they have them and they are respectful. They're respectful in their glove box, in a safe in their car, safe in their house. It's perfectly fine. If someone takes those away from us, other people are still going to get them. So let that sink in. A lot of people have their own beliefs. But if you're in here right now, I want to know, do you think that you should be able to carry weapons or at least have them in your home? You can comment real quickly. I was going to hate on you. Start the conversation. That's really important. Yes or no. I think it's important to talk about. I appreciate people that are here, that are on here, that have subscribed to the Mason Mob. You joined. Thank you. If you want to do that, I'll send you the link today. You can click on it and you can join the Mason Mob as the movement gets ready to expand our network. But yeah, look, you're going to have people like this. You're going to have people walking around. They're going to get in the bad hands of the wrong people just so that the whole political race can turn into, oh, we can't have that. You need to be able to defend yourself against cowards like this. Why did I say the word coward? because I was on the phone yesterday with my mother and she said, that guy's a coward. I said, you know what? You're right. You're right. Why is he showing up, ruining the whole thing? So guess what happens next year? Oh, we're not going to do a parade. Next year, when if the Chiefs win another Super Bowl, you think they're going to run this whole parade thing again? We're going to have a visual parade. We're going to have a parade, wherever it goes on Zoom. Hey, let's celebrate on Zoom together because we can't seem to enjoy ourselves properly. We have guys like this running around and people like this going out on a stretcher. So that's the problem. If someone wants to call in right now, you can call in. The number is there for you to do so if you want to call in and talk about the parade. Howard, put it in there for them. Call the number at the bottom of the screen, and there's a meeting ID you can do. And we are upgrading the system to where you can call in direct with just the number. But right now we have the meeting ID to keep certain people out and make sure that it's done properly. It is in there now. You can call in as soon as you post it and do the meeting ID, as long as you're talking about the Chiefs parade. But yeah, I just want to say a lot of people that are complaining about this and are worried about this and trying to say, hey, this is another reason why I'm suggesting that you think about what you're talking about and understand that people right now have to defend themselves and have the right to do that. And you're always going to have idiots like this. Always going to have idiots like this walking around. Nothing else better to do in life. Now, if you're defending yourself, that's one thing. If you're defending yourself, something's going on, hey, you got to be prepared. But if you're aimlessly walking around and you're hunting for people and aiming for people, come on. It's embarrassing. And there's a link right now if you want to call in and you want to talk about the Chiefs parade, the shooting, the shots fired. Would love to have you come in and chat right now. I would move it forward in a second. But yeah, this young lady here lost her life, and it's terrible. It's sad. It's depressing. She leaves family behind. She leaves friends behind. Her kids are behind. And here's the worst part of the whole thing. And I kind of said this piece is like this. Not only do you leave those people behind, the rest of the world's like, what? We can't even do anything. Right? We can't even scale past 10 people in my backyard. Hey, let's go to a park. Got to be concerned. Why? Because you have that up. Or you have a happy birthday, and then there's all these other things. There's the woke situations, and there's the political things in school, and God forbid you say a certain word. You don't mean any kind of way. You're just having fun, yada, 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 like we did in a locker room talk. You got to be careful everywhere you go. Everybody's politically correct and worried and confused, and nothing else better to do but to complain. It's like, grow a set of balls and be a man and go out there and just voice what you want. And if you want to say something about the parade, you don't like it, you don't like the Chiefs, go ahead. It's freedom of speech. Say what you want and go home. The gun situation is ridiculous. But if you want to call in right now, Hey guys, thanks for watching and tuning into the Brandon Mason Show. Please remember to like and subscribe. Until next time.